that simply comes down to respecting that there is something that put all of this together.
Before European contact, we had our own belief systems. We had our own ways of considering what Creator is, what God is.
We don't sort of do a lot of the ancient spiritual practices anymore. The spirituality aspect is still the same. Feeling it, expressing it, believing and having faith.
Choctaw people, when they believe something, they believe it very deeply. When it was introduced to Christianity, they liked the advancement that it brought. They found it improving their life, and so we want to retain that.
There are men or ladies who can sing those hymns with just the most beautiful voices.
Our celebration as Choctaw people, it brings such a great deal of pride to see our young people participate and to learn our Choctaw cultural ways.
The festival is a time when people really do come together, a time that they can kind of walk through history.
It's like a big family gathering, I would say, in a baseball field, a stickball field.
Great earthworks endure. Our story begins more than 15,000 years ago when our earliest ancestors emerged in the southeast. Seasons came and seasons went. We adapted new ways of living as the world around us changed. Through Ohuya Oshchishpa, God gave us a great gift, a kernel of corn. With it, our ancestors found a new food and a new way of life. In the fertile Apotakahacha Valley, our ancestors designed and built one of the largest cities of its time. Great mounds and many houses surrounded a plaza. A long wall defended the city. Along the river lay their farming communities. The shape of the city reflects our clan and family relationships. It aligned with the order we still observe in the sky and the stars. Moundville was the grand capital, where the community came to trade and take part in ceremonies and festivals. A traveler from afar would have marveled at its size and scale and been awed by its people's accomplishments. The people of Moundville were artists who created objects of great beauty, innovators who made tools, farmers who understood the cycles of the seasons and of the sun, moon, and earth, leaders who worked to balance the forces of peace and war. Our ancestors did not dominate their world, but saw themselves as a part of it, with a spiritual connection to its rhythms of birth, life, and death. They knew that all cycles end before beginning again. In time, our ancestors began to move on to other settlements. Their city became a place where they returned to bury their dead.
Entraré poderosamente, we shall powerfully enter your country, and shall make war against you in all ways and manners that we can.
Disease brought by people from afar swept across North America, killing millions and weakening civilizations. But as they had always done, our ancestors adapted. We formed new societies. In time, the descendants of the people of Moundville became known as the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, and others. Our ancestors' story lives on in the Choctaw people today. When we plant corn, weave a basket, or speak our language, we draw strength from our ancestors whose culture endures.
Go for it.
Archaeologists learn about our ancestors' lives by studying objects and other traces they left behind. They have found artifacts our ancestors used for hunting and fishing 14,500 years ago. Over many generations, Choctaw culture and the environment of our homeland adapted together. Remains of tools show that we cultivated plants and lived in villages. Eventually, we began planting vast fields of corn. This allowed our ancestors to gather together and build larger cities with many mounds. Archaeologists weave their stories from small pieces of evidence, adding the perspective of the Choctaw community with our oral traditions makes everyone's understanding of the past stronger.
I see no rattlesnakes, so that's good. I haven't seen no rattlesnakes, so that's good. Oh, it's got an impressive feeling. It has a feeling. The British were a part of this.
So the people that wanted to stay, they had to move to areas that American settlers wouldn't move. They had to hide.
They hid in the woods, they hid in the swamp. That was the homeland for Mississippi Choctaws for years.
But when it came down to it, the United States government threatened us with destruction. So our chiefs understood that for us to stay sovereign, we had to leave. Our whole government system collapsed at this time. So what's happening is not whole communities are moving, but instead fractions of communities are moving.
As the removal began, the women start hugging the trees before they leave because they know they're leaving behind everything that's familiar. Family, burial sites.
A lot of our people weren't allowed to carry a lot of items with them. So a lot of times the women would take these small clay eating bowls. The clay that those bowls were made out of came from the land directly. It represented their ancestors that lived on that land. And it represented their family. It represented their lineage of mothers and grandmothers. And that was their way of taking their home with them when they left.
As they walked along that trail, men just could no longer bear the thought of leaving home and would walk back closer to the back of their group. The men coming up would say, "You can't turn back. They burned our homes down."
They knew that if they wanted to continue to be who they were, they had to leave.